Assalamualaikum to Dr. Hasnain bin Hassan. My name is Nur Mawadi Daina binti Muhammad Fitri Syadi Amin with the number matrix A23A1949. The topic that I chose for this individual assignment is strategic management. In this video, I will talk about the introduction of management, explanation of strategic management, viewpoint about strategic management in today's content, related example of strategic management, also advantage and disadvantage of strategic management, and lastly is conclusion. For the introduction, management can be defined as a process of getting the work or the task done that is required for achieving the goals of an organization in efficient and effective manner. Management is also the process of planning, organizing, leading, and regulating an organization resources in order to achieve particular goals and objectives in efficient and effective manner. Effective management involves setting clear objectives, devising strategies to achieve those objectives, allocating resources appropriately, leading and motivating employees, monitoring progress, and making adjustments as needed. Management also is a dynamic and iterative process that includes coordinating resources, aligning effort, and guiding individuals and teams to achieve organizational goals. So, what is strategic management? Strategic management entails creating and implementing plans to assist an organization accomplish its goals and objectives. This process might include developing a strategy, planning organizational structure and resources allocation, leading change initiative and management processes and resources. SWOT, which is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats analysis, is a tool for determining where opportunities and danger exist between an organization, its competitors, and the general market. Strategic management is a dynamic and systematic approach to organizational management that entails establishing clear objectives, developing effective strategies, and aligning resources and action in order to gain a competitive edge and long-term success. For the next thing is about the history of strategic management. The strategic management discipline began in 1950s and 1960s. Among the many early artists, the most significant were Peter Drucker, Philip Selznick, Alfred Chandler, Igor Anserf, and Bruce Henderson. Peter Drucker was a prolific management thinker who wrote dozens of management books throughout the course of his 5-decade career. In 1957, Philip Selznick first introduced the phrase of descriptive competence to describe how the Navy was seeking to distinguish itself from other services. Kenneth R. Andrews expanded on this fundamental concept in 1963, creating what is now known as the SWOT analysis, which is to evaluate a company's strengths and weaknesses in light of the opportunities and threats in the corporate environment. Alfred Chandler recognized the value of organizing management work under a comprehensive plan. Igor Anserf expanded on Chandler's work by developing concepts and creating a vocabulary. He believed that management might use the grid to systematically plan for the future, which is the history of strategic management is a rich tapestry of ideas and contributions from military strategists, management thinkers, and research spanning. It should be based on the basic principles of the global concept of sustainable development and take into account the goals and objectives of sustainable development. In here, I will talk example of the primary principles of strategic management. The first one is analytical thinking. Analytical thinking is a fundamental principle in strategic management, emphasizing the significance of using facts and evidence to make a sound decision. The second one is strategic planning. Strategic planning is a fundamental principle of strategic management that helps organizations achieve their intended future state. The third one is resources management. Resources management is a fundamental principle of strategic management that focuses on successful allocating and exploiting organizational resources to achieve the goals. The fourth one is risk management. Risk management is a crucial element in the strategic management framework, with the goal of identifying, assessing, and mitigating any risk that may have an impact on organizational objectives and outcomes. And the last one is a leadership. Leadership is a critical component in strategic management, driving organization towards their objective and motivating teams to perform at their peak. Effective strategic management is critical for a company's long-term success and stability. And here's the tools of strategic management. The first one is SWOT analysis, and the next is PESTEL analysis, Porter's 5 forces analysis, value chain analysis, balance scorecard analysis, gap analysis, Boston Consulting Group matrix, and last thing is scenario analysis. So, how to implement the strategic management approach? Strategic implementation is this process used to ensure strategic plan is executed. It involves translating the high-level goals and objective outline in company strategic plan into specific action and initiatives that can be carried out by employees at all levels of organization. Among the strategies that use are define clear goals, determine roles and leadership, execute your plan, monitoring, and encourage. The next thing is a viewpoint about strategic management in today's content. One of the most distinguishing characteristics of today's corporate climate is the rapid pace of change. Technological breakthroughs upset sectors overnight, consumer preferences are very instant, and global events can have far-reaching ramifications. Strategic plans created with a typical long-term emphasis may become obsolete before they are even implemented. This requires a movement towards agility and adaptability. Rigid 5 years may need to be replaced by adaptable frameworks that allow for course correction and experimentation. Organizations must be willing to take a measured risk, test new ideas, and adopt a fail fast, learn faster approach. Today, I will choose the 2 from 5 of example to explain, which is the first one is Apple Company. One of the key strategic moves that Apple Company use is supply chain mastery. Efficient supply chain management enables Apple to provide items to customers quickly. The company's capacity to acquire components worldwide and assemble them on the schedule is a strategic advantage. And the second one is Airbnb. And the key of strategic move is community building. Airbnb actively created a sense of community amongst hosts and customers through its branding and effective such as host gatherings and the Airbnb Community Center. There is a lot of advantage and disadvantage, but today I'm just going to give 6 for each of them, which is for advantage is strategic management minimizes the boards of responsibility, provides a framework for decision making, enables measurement of progress, it boosts business survivability, strategic management avoids competitive convergence, it boosts financial benefits. And for disadvantage is anticipate the future environment, it can be expensive, long-term benefits rather than immediate result, strategic management impedance creativity, complex process, impedance flexible decision making. In conclusion, strategic management is an ever-changing symphony that necessitates continual practice, flexibility, and a willingness to learn. Organizations may use this strong tool to traverse the intricacies of the business world if they understand its strengths and limits. Strategic management can become the cornerstone of the organizational success by prioritizing good communication, focusing on individual dignity, and committing to long-term value generation. The music may change, but the fundamental ideas of strategic management on planning, adaptation, and teamwork will remain critical tools for creating creating a long-term organizational success narrative. And that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.